show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the two starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. Chris Miller. On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And he's going to kick off the second with extra bases. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Well, they're in pretty good shape now to push across that first run of the ball game. That was a tough one to track down out there, and as a result, he's all the way around to third with a leadoff triple.
And a fastball that's taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Played as he has not hit the ball well in April. In the air to left. Miller is there, makes the catch, and the side is fourth from spring training as he has really struggled in the early going. Swing, high drive, left field, and deep. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Miller is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Chris Miller. He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and pulled through the hole. It'll work out here, a base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right. So despite the... And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it. And there are two away.
Yeah, this will get the runner up
for one of the fans.
Now here's a ball skied down the left field line. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely. Chris Miller. Now a fastball smashed into the alley in right center, and this will get down for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. Chris Miller. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Yeah, getting one triple in a game is rare enough, but getting two is something you might see once a year. But just like the last one, he hits second base here under a full head of steam and makes it into third with his second triple of the ball game.
A right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. The catch is made near the line in left, tagging the runner from third. And at a... So a good ball game is what we just watched. With runs hard to come by, it makes it much easier to find our difference maker, and this was the man, no doubt. He's our top player of the game.
By the way, you'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and
I want the top. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top.
Back here with our minor league pregame show, I'm Matt Vasgersian getting you ready for Double-A Southern League action tonight as we jump into our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Chris Miller is highlighted here. He's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. And before we progress any further, let's have a quick look at our two starting lineups for tonight. 1 run. And this is in the air now, out to left. Oh, and he botches it. Around third and being waved on home.
Boy.
Now here's a shot toward the gap in left center, and they're not going to run this one down. This should be extra bases to start the inning. And he'll round it and try for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the clearance. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time. Chris Miller gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number one as the runner will retreat to first.
That ball was hit well.
Chris Miller.
And then call it a night.
Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Chris Miller.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
Harris is there. Makes the catch and the ball game is over. The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. And as we draw ever closer to first pitch here this afternoon, let's get a look at today's starting lineups. Chris Miller will get his first shot now, and you can see driven the other way, but caught down at third. Almost big trouble there. Chris Miller. And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
Now, we're still looking for...
Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. Miller will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
And as we...
Chris Miller.
Right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Oh, this is hit hard toward second. And that's through, a base hit. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only 1 away. Spots in the ball game thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. Now ball hit pretty well deep down that left field line, heading toward the foul pole. 1 run is scored. 2 runs have scored. It's cut off.
Didn't stay fair by much, but as a result, he's going to clear the bases here with a double.
And he sends a fastball out to left field and fairly well hit. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall. Chris Miller. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the... Chris Miller. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. 9 1-2 offering is hit in the air out to straightaway left. Miller is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. 0 for 3 thus far. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Miller is there to make the catch.
Girl, take a seat. Rest your weary bones. The secret safe in my hands. Tell me about the
And now time is called, and it appears we'll have that rare pinch runner taking over at third base.
Want to walk him, so this should be something good.
Swinging a liner back through the box. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Chris Miller. This is hit sharply to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are two gone.
With one out,
Chris Miller
Starts off outside. It's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Miller is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Chris Miller
right there.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. So with two away, we'll see him move to a pinch hitter as he'll go to work to try and drive in that run from second. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. Rayner is there to make the catch.
Hitting people like a scene of amazement. While they slipping back, my feet is planted in the pavement. Crumble like a never.
The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. And before we progress any further, let's have a quick look at our two starting lineups for tonight. Chris Miller.
Tie him up inside, and that's a good job to lay off, too.
And he goes the other way with it as this ball's hit high and fairly deep down that left field line. And that ball will stay in fair territory as it's sliced just inside the left field foul pole for a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
This is going to be a fastball here, and it's on the outside third of the plate. But look at him just reach those arms out, stay back, and drive this thing the other way. Now, this didn't stay fair by much, but if you can keep them fair right.
Chris Miller. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Lopez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one. First time. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And now he has some trouble with it in left. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece. Chris Miller. And he reaches out for this one and sends a fly ball out toward left center field. Rayner is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
One either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Miller has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the. Chris Miller will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. So a two-run homer down the line in right field, his second of the game, as they have taken the lead. It's 3-1. Chris Miller.
Really don't want to continue any further. So this next pitch really needs to be a strike.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This